Hello, Hofstra fans. Welcome to the initial W. Mason Coach Report with head volleyball coach Emily Mansur. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you, Stephen.
Coach, your team coming off just a thrilling 5-set win over St. John's last night here at home in your home opener. Just your overall assessment of last night's game. It was just the crowd was great. The match was great. One of the longest matches I've ever been a part of. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, and it was definitely a great way to start the season at home, and the crowd was unbelievable. We were really excited to have the support that we had. Playing at home, it's a special feeling. We get to be in front of the people that care for our sport and really represent. St. John's is a very good team, and it was really nice to get the win against them.
Yeah, you talk about that before the match. The wins against the local teams are really important to your program. You beat Stony Brook last week, St. John's this week. You play Fordham this weekend. Is there extra meaning to those matches for your team and your program?
Yeah, no, absolutely. We want to be the best in New York, and we want to continue to challenge and win those matches and really keep Hofstra volleyball as the best place to come if you want to play volleyball in New York. So it is very important. It is very important for our program, for our university to get those wins.
Your team has now won 3 out of 4 matches. You seem to be finding your way a little bit, people finding their roles. Is that kind of how you're seeing what's going on right now with your team?
Yeah, no, we've been talking a lot this year. It's about the process. It's about trusting that it's going to take a little time until we find out who plays better in what position. There is a lot of changes to still be made, but it's exciting to see that we are becoming a team and we are becoming a unit.
We'll talk about the newcomers a little bit in a second. There's 2 people that really aren't changing their roles and changing their position. Louisa Sidlick and Laura Mashulo, they're off to their normal great starts. Laura moved into 5th place all time in kills last night. Louisa's been really your rock for 3.5 years now. Can you just talk about those 2? They were both great last night. They're both great in the last couple matches. What have they meant for your program as you're undergoing these changes with the roster?
Yeah, now Louisa and Laura, from the minute they got here, they had an impact. And I think because it is the last year and the last chance that they have to really have a wonderful season, they really have been taking that to their heart and trying to pass to everyone around them. And that goes for Elle too, Elianishka, who is the other senior. The senior class really want to be great, and they've been challenging each other and finding new ways to speed up the process so we can be a really, really good volleyball team by the end of the season.
Speaking of Laura, that 3rd set, I think she had 7 kills in that 3rd set. It was really obviously the pivotal set because you got that 2-1 lead where St. John's would eventually tie it in the 4th set. Was there something that clicked in that 3rd set for her to allow you guys to take that lead in the match?
Yeah, Laura is working hard to just have more range as a hitter, and I think the more that she becomes comfortable with, the better team we are, and she really just got in tune on that set, and we just got to continue to keep asking her to do that every single match, every single set, because she is the leader of this team.
And then now let's talk about the blocking last night. 20 team blocks, lose with 11, Dubravka with 13. What did those 2 mean to you last night, and maybe not really expected to be that strong in that match?
Yeah, now our coaching staff, everyone on the coaching staff has been focusing a lot on making a better game plan, making things easier for our team and our ladies to really be able to come in and play and execute. And yesterday really was a wonderful job by every assistant coach in this program of taking charge of the blocking, of taking charge of really making sure that we execute. And we saw by how our ladies were able to really produce and make that happen.
Yeah, you've talked about the work in progress. The blocking's maybe not where it's been the first 6 matches of the year for your team, for a team that's been usually been very strong blocking. And last night that all changed. Everyone contributed, and I mean even Louisa had a few blocks there too as well. Is there something that clicked last night, or you just kind of the game plans are getting to work there?
I think the game plan worked, and I think we are putting much more focus than we usually have. As you said, the Hofstra has usually been a very good blocking team, and this year was just a little out of our characteristic, but we were able to see that's one of our weaknesses, and we were working to make it better.
Luz with double-double, her first one of her career last night. Strong match offensively, and we've already talked about defensively. What have you seen from her early on in her career that's allowed her to be so successful?
Luz is making the transition from middle to right side. So we know it's going to be a period to adjustment, just timing, everything is different. But yesterday, really, I think it just clicked the responsibility of a right side, and she's becoming more comfortable on the role.
Another freshman, a freshman that's having a strong impact early on, Athena Dimitriadis. Great match against Stetson, kind of was the key to that win. Talk about her for a second.
Yeah, now Athena, we knew Athena is going to have a great career. And Athena is a really nice volleyball player right now, but she's going to become a great volleyball player. And it's exciting because she loves the game so much and the energy and the work that she puts into. So it was really good to see her responding yesterday to 2 very good matches in a row because we need more of that from her.
Now you got one more road trip before you host your tournament, heading up to Dartmouth this weekend. What do you see from this weekend?
And as you said, we're going to play another New York team, which is a big thing. Dartmouth has a really nice group coming back from last year. So I think Hartford came out from a very good win this past week. So it's going to be challenging, but it's going to be really important for us to have 3 really good matches to achieve the results that we need.
And then next week, we'll talk about it next week, but really exciting tournament coming here to your home arena next week. You have nationally ranked Oregon, Duke, who was in the NCAA tournament, Hofstra, who was in the NCAA tournament, and St. John's comes back again, although we don't face them next week. How exciting is that for your program to have a tournament of that stature here?
It's great for Hofstra University, and I know Coach Franny used to bring those great programs here, and this was a tradition, and now we're going to get back to have that in our program of having just different, strong universities from different part of the country coming and getting a chance to experience what it is to play in New York and what it is to play in our home.
Well, Coach, we thank you for your time today, and we wish you good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for joining us in the W. Mason Coach Report with head volleyball coach Emily Mansur.